There is this famous phrase, shoot for the stars, so even if you miss it, you land on the moon. But recently I realized something strange. When you are aiming for the stars, you might not even land on the moon. And let me explain. Sometimes when you are aiming for the stars, you don't land on the moon. You stay in a couch. And there's one single explanation for it. Because the goal or the dream is too far away and your brain simply freezes. And I think I ended up in the same situation. And because of that, I have realized why so many successful people are talking about setting systems instead of setting goals or dreams. So let me start with a confession. I am someone who likes to set big goals, who actually publicly commits to huge projects, and who actually likes to vision and to plan and maybe even live in the future. I want to build companies, I want to start my podcast, I want to do my YouTube channel, I want to drive cars, I want to spend time with my family, and I want to do my job as well, and everything all together. And having big dreams is amazing, but there is a dark side to it. It can actually paralyze you for real. When a dream or a goal is big, your brain starts to ask questions. Where do I even start? What happens if I fail? Will it take 5, 10, 15 years? What if I'm not qualified or good enough? And all these questions are valid, but you suddenly, instead of actually taking action, you kind of start procrastinating. And that's not because you are lazy, but because the goal is too vague and you actually have no idea where to start. I've been struggling with this for the last few weeks, and I recently stumbled upon an article, or it was a YouTube video. I don't fully remember, or maybe ChatGPT suggested, but I think I cracked the code. And here's how. I realized that the problem is not the goal. My goal is amazing, I want to achieve it, but I was focused too much on the goal itself. Think about this. I want to become a YouTube creator, right? This is why I'm doing the videos. And if I wake up tomorrow and I will say, I am a YouTube creator, halfway is true, but in the other hand, I'm still nowhere where the big creators are. And that is something that it actually blocks the brain. So instead of dreaming about I'm the YouTuber from my hometown, I can actually start and take some small actions. For example, I will write one single idea or one single script. I will sit down and film at least for 10 minutes. Or I will finish an unedited project that is sitting on my hard drive for more than a few months. And this is where the magic happens. For me, instead of focusing on the mountain that I have to climb, I will actually start with the first small baby steps. And this is exactly what everybody is talking about, that the goal sets the direction and the systems, or at least the next steps, are creating the progress. So I actually committed that instead of obsessing over the outcome of the goal, I started, at least trying, to design systems. So the goal is to build a successful YouTube channel. The system behind is to write at least a script per week, film something every single week, and commit to a cadence which actually can be done. And this is what will actually help to shift something in the brain and always ask, what is the next step that I can take in order to get closer to the goal, to the dream I'm talking about. Another trick I read about is when you have no idea what the next step is. For example, writing a business plan. It's a huge task. Where should I start? With the idea, with the milestones, with the action breakdown, with the financial part, with the organizational charts, so on and so on. So instead of freaking out what needs to be done, sit down and do it for 10 to 15 minutes. When a task feels overwhelming, commit to 10 minutes, and that will get you started. And 9 out of 10, you most probably will do more than 10 minutes because you will start being in the flow. This is where everybody's talking about momentum, and this is how you can build momentum with yourself and see the progress and not just dreaming about the outcome. So even today, I believe in big dreams and big goals, and I'm aiming for them. But in order to get started, you have to focus on the small next steps. You should dream big, but execute small, step by step. Everything was started with the first small step that needed to be done. And that step will unblock you for the next one and the next one. And later you will actually realize how many small tasks needs to be done in order to achieve something. You might be able to delegate some of them, you might be able to ask for help in some of them, or you will just do yourself some of them. This is what it actually helped me understand how important a system actually is when you are trying to build something from scratch. Shoot for the stars, not because you will reach them tomorrow, but because they are giving direction, and that is critical. And as long as you keep walking into that direction, step by step, you might end up one day and realize you didn't land on the moon, but you actually landed in one of the stars.